Hi, hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like I say that at the top of every live, but I really am. I am so excited to be able to crochet and hang out and just chit chat and relax and take a breather. Hello. Hi, friends. Hi. I'm so excited for today. First and foremost, hello, my name is Sammi. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. You can join for free via the link in the description below. We would love to have you. I would love to see what you're making. We have been crocheting all week since last Thursday. Some granny squares. I love them so much. I am loving how they are coming out. They're so colorful and so fun, and it just makes me very happy. Makes me like so happy. So we are going to continue crocheting those today. And yeah, I'm kind of just like anxious and hyped to get into it. Let me think. We've done eight squares so far, and that leaves me 5 squares to make. And then I've actually come across a video because I was kind of concerned about how I was going to I need to get my thoughts together. I'm like thinking about so many different things. I'm just really excited. I was thinking about how I'm going to put these squares together. I wanted to do a join as you go. I'm pretty sure. Join as you go? Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what the method is called. So like you take a square and you go along, you crochet the last row along the edge, and then you like connect to another square and join as well. And then you just keep going, and depending on the shape that you are putting the squares into, you just kind of go like bloom, 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 like all over. And so I found a join as you go method that isn't just a basic square, isn't just a basic grid. I found one specifically for the like granny square bag that I'm making. The one that you like is like this shape. It almost reminds me of like a fish. And then you like fold it and you like seam it together, and it's kind of like round as opposed to square. So I found a method for join as you go for that shape. And I was nervous before that I wouldn't be able to do a join as you go method because of the shape that I was making. But after finding that, now I am very excited. I feel good about it. And I think we have 5 squares left if we hop into this today. I don't do too much talking, but then it won't be crochet and chat, it'll just be crochet. But if I get like 3 squares done today, even 2 squares, on Tuesday, if I get the remaining done, then I can probably join next Wednesday, because we're not gonna have a Thursday live next week. It'll be a Whip Wednesday live here. Because I am going to a local library to help with a crochet event next Thursday. I'll definitely be sure to take pictures and share on Yarn Over Hook so that you guys can see. But I am hoping to do more community events, like help out local community crochet events here in Los Angeles. So you'll see more of that, especially after my wedding. We have less than 30 days. So I am crocheting up the wedding favors and some last minute things. I have to sew all day tomorrow. It's just a whole thing, but we're almost there. And then you guys have no idea what I have in store once I get that free time back. But anyway, so next Wednesday, we should be putting together the squares. I probably will start like outside of the live just so that I'm able to like figure it out. I'll have to figure something out because I want to be able to just keep going on Wednesday and not have to reference something so much. So we will see. We'll see how we're gonna do all of that, because the join as you go, I think, might be a little tough to do on live, but we'll see. I believe in myself. We'll see. Hi, Crochet by Roche. That's so fun. Finally made it to a live. I'm Michelle. This concept is something I wanted to try. I just opened this page so I can dedicate it all to all things yarn. Hi, is it Roche? Is that how it's pronounced? Welcome. I'm glad that you finally made it too. How are you today? What did you bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, so what I brought to crochet, ta-da, my squares. So I have my yarn here. I have the next sequence because this one was the one that we ended off on, right? Oh, wait. I said I had 8 squares done? Oh yeah, I do have 8 squares done. Okay, so... oh my gosh, I don't know which one we ended off on. So it's this one, then this one, and then this one, right? Because we're going out. So then yeah, blue should be in the center now. So we should be making this one now. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Pretty sure. Because it was yellow on the inside, and then yellow is the second, and then yellow is the third, and then yellow is the fourth. Yes, and then it'll be on the outside. Okay, so I believe that we are correct. So it needs to be blue, orange, turquoise, yellow, pink. I think we're good. Yay! Okay, so let's hop into it. So I wanted to chat because all week I have been seeing different things about yarn advent calendars and hand-dyed yarn and pricing of independent small businesses. It's been like a kind of a hot topic lately, and I think it's because a lot of folks are getting in their advent calendar pre-orders. So I kind of wanted to chit chat about that. Great, Crochet by Roche. Yes, you said it right. I'm working on crochet flowers. Ooh. What kind of flowers? What are they for? Like a bouquet of flowers? Little flower appliques? Are you on Yarn Over Hook? I would love to see. So, I've seen some pre-orders go up, especially specifically from small batch hand-dyed yarn goods. And they look so fun, like the advent calendars look fun. And by advent calendars, yes, I mean for Christmas. It's just April, and I had no idea that this was how yarn advent calendars worked, or fiber advent calendars worked. And so they're already taking pre-orders and all this stuff. And there are folks that are concerned especially about the pricing. And even myself, I had looked at an advent calendar because I just didn't know how it worked. You get 24 skeins. What is the yarn? How does it work? Blah, blah, blah. Why am I pre-ordering now? All of those things. I had so many questions. And when I was looking at it, the prices were a lot higher than I thought. And I understand of course the differences between things that are just expensive to be expensive and things that are priced in accordance to the time, effort, money, supplies, all the things put into it specifically from a small business. And there was a lot of discourse over the pricing of advent calendars and yarn. And especially with things becoming a little bit more expensive, it's tough to kind of like treat yourself with those kinds of things. And there was a lot of discussion on making stuff like that more affordable, asking like, why are they so expensive? Like all of these things. And oh, I'll have to link her video. I meant to remember what her name was, but she does an advent calendar. And she goes into really nice explanation as to why she has her advent calendars priced the way they are. And one of the biggest things is just like the time and effort that's being put into making, getting the materials, making it, all of those things. And I feel like we've brought this up before in another live of how like things are priced, handmade goods are priced. 25 skeins of yarn, and these like, it's like 50 to 100 grams, I believe, is what I've seen. And the prices range, but it does come out to the skeins being about how much you would pay in a store, for just like your local store on like merino wool and like all of those things. And so while pricey for me, I feel like it's like priced fairly. Thinking about the effort goes into dyeing, I couldn't imagine what goes into like dyeing your own fibers, as well as like keeping it consistent, making sure that like the quality is good. Like I couldn't imagine all the work that would go into hand dyeing yarn. But it's interesting the chit chat around like pricing handmade stuff, and how a lot of folks feel as though things are just people are pricing things too high. I personally, if I'm crocheting a whole lot of things, like for example, my wedding favors, I tend to get very sore. My shoulders hurt so bad. And my hands will get sore and like stuff like that. Like I had made a purse as a gift, and I was like out of commission. I couldn't crochet for a while after making that bag. It was a lot. And so I couldn't imagine like making stuff for markets. I've brought this up before, like making stuff for markets, making stuff to sell, and how much work and just time and like not pain, like what is it? Like strain on the muscles goes into basically like becoming like a little crochet factory. And if a crocheter is like, this is how much this is for me, I'm like, okay. Okay, yes. There are so many things. It's been a trend for a little bit. A lot of creators, crafters are breaking down materials cost and like hours, if they were to get paid minimum wage, like per hour, how long it took to make it, so then to calculate that, as well as like shipping costs in their area. I get estimated like shipping cost, costs for like putting it up on the site, costs for maintaining the site, taxes, like all of those things. And I'm loving this trend because then it gives a really good insight, especially to folks who have never sold anything, like any handmade things. It gives a really good perspective on why handmade goods are priced the way they are priced. And not to say that there aren't shops or sellers out there that might take advantage or anything like that. Like, not to say that that doesn't exist, but I think it's really important to like take a step back and kind of like look and see and maybe digest that information that folks are giving out about why things cost the way they cost. And just taking that into consideration before immediately being like, that's expensive, that's too pricey, blah, 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 blah. Because there's some pricey yarn out there. There are some pricey kits out there. There are some things that are very, very pricey. I'm not saying that there aren't. I have definitely come across some things that I'm like, I feel like that's a little overpriced. So not to say that there aren't those things that are out there, not to say that there aren't those things out there, but taking like a moment to like pause and really like consider why things are priced the way they are. And then if it's just out of your price range, just to like, I don't know, just keep it moving. I don't know. Hi. Hi, Alexis. I'm just popping in for a moment to say hello and tell you that the LA Fair Granny Square project is now complete. Yay! And has about 1,200 squares. You and I are 2 of those 1,200. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not seen some past lives and even like the first episode of Stitches with me and the Remy Crafty Hedgehog, Alexis, we chit chat and I crochet a granny square to represent Yarn Over Hook for the canopy that will be displayed at the LA County Fair. You guys have seen them. They're like, places do them all over the world. A huge like fiber installation, and it's typically a canopy. And they decided to do one this year for the LA County Fair, and Alexis and I made squares for them. Oh, that is so fun. Oh, I cannot wait to see it. And I will, of course, post pictures. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a quick live or anything to kind of show it when I go to the fair. That is so fun and it's so exciting. Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you for letting me know, Alexis. Thank you. And thank you for popping in. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. That is so fun. And we were talking about they're planning on doing crochet workshops at the fair too. And like I had mentioned earlier, I want to try and find more like local events to like volunteer and go to like represent like Yarn Over Hook to these community events and help out. So there are some workshops that they're planning on doing at the fair. So I will keep you guys posted. Might take some pictures and all that stuff and volunteer for that. Alexis and I might do that. So very excited. Bye, Alexis. We're very excited. We're currently trying to get some info on that. So I will definitely let you guys know, especially on Yarn Over Hook, and I'll post some pictures. But being able to like share the craft of crochet, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But anyway, I say all that to say, with regard to pricing items, because market season is coming up, just to keep that in mind. I'm sure a lot of folks, especially on our Yarn Over Hook community, understands and like can really see what goes into making and selling crochet. But even like helping out your fellow like non-fiber friends and giving some perspective on like cost and stuff like that, because it seems to be like a really touchy subject right now in the fiber arts community. I think just taking a second real quick before that's expensive, and considering the time and efforts and materials and all of that stuff being put into projects. I think that's like a good first step in approaching those kinds of things. I feel like I'm just like rambling with that, but it was just something that was like that I've been thinking about all week, because it's just been everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's been everywhere. talks of cost and all that stuff. But I think, especially with like people wanting to support small businesses and like local shops more and more and more, that will kind of like, it'll settle a bit. That is my hope. And even more small businesses will be supported and all of that jazz. Especially with like, on the flip side of that, I'm feeling as though there's more people wanting to support each other and not like big businesses and stuff like that. And that makes me like so happy to see more people like, oh, like I saw this crochet item in the store, and you can buy it at this price, but that really stinks. Here's an alternative. And they'll share like a crochet artist. I love it. I love to see it. So awesome. So awesome. Hi, Mars. Are you using the Hovey cotton yarn? Love the colors. I am. This is what we have so far with the granny squares. I almost placed another order with Hovey, actually. I wanted to get some yarn for my summer wearables, and I paused for a minute because I actually just bought some yarn. A Joann's in the area did a big restock, and so I got some yarn for a pattern that I purchased recently, so that I can like take down some of my like cute patterns. And yeah, so I had to pause on that. Have you gotten any more Hovey yarn? Have you made anything yet from what you've ordered? I was also looking at Lion brands because I need to buy some more 24/7. It seems like that I haven't seen that restocked in any of the Joann's, which is a bummer because the price is so good, but I haven't seen that restocked. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this magic knot. It keeps like popping out. There we go. Okay, there we go. Ooh, we are flying through this one. I love it. I love to see it. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness, I was just thinking the other day that I was really grateful that I am tying knots for my color change, because I saw a granny square. I don't know if it was a video. I think it was a picture. A granny square, and it was all color change. Every row was a different color. And there were so many tails. To have to weave in, and I couldn't imagine. I was like, I'm flying through my granny squares, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't have to worry about weaving in ends, because I'm someone who I can't say, I just have to weave in as I go. Like, I cannot finish the project and then go back to like do something. I'd have to weave in as I go. And I feel like I would not be able to get as many squares done, especially during these lives, if I had to weave in ends. Oh, goodness. I am now part of the Yarn Over Hook tribe. Welcome. Yay. Welcome, Crochet. I can't wait to see your flowers. Yay, welcome. I have the feed up now, so I would love to see what you're making. Here, live. Okay. yeah, I was really like, I was looking at that the other day and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I know that we've talked about like weaving as you go versus weaving at the end. There are a lot of folks that find it like really therapeutic to sit there and weave in at the end. I am just one that when I finish a project, I want to be finished with the project. You know what I mean? Like I get to the end, I put in my last stitch, that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like it's done. It's done. Like I feel like I don't get that feeling if there are still ends sticking out. If there's still ends sticking out. Oh, that would have been really bad if I put that there. Mars, I have a bunch of finished projects that need the ends woven in. See? Okay, let me ask. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a poll. Let's see. Start a poll. Gosh, I love doing these polls. Do you, or let's say, how do you, nope, there we go. How do you weave in your ends? When do you weave in your ends? Yeah, that's what I should put. When do you weave in your ends? As I go. And then at the end. Yeah, we'll leave it there. When do you weave in your ends? As I go or at the end? Rock the vote. Go, 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 go. Okay. Definitely an as you go girly. I cannot finish. See, it's like, because it's weird because I can't say that it's finished. I can't finish a project and still have to weave in ends. For me, it's not finished. It's not finished. It's not done. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of putting in my last stitch, knowing that my project is done, but then having to go back and weave in ends. I think it's also because like I have a tendency to cut my tails really short, and not leave myself enough to weave in. I have a tendency to do that. And so then I get frustrated with like my past self for leaving my future self such a horrible length to weave in. And I think that must be when it started, that I was just like, you know what? I'm weaving in as I go. I'm weaving in as I go. I'm going to crochet over these ends because I cannot stand to have to come back and try this again. And like, or not try this again, come back and go over it again. Oh, 67% already at weaving at the end. That's so funny. And I've seen some videos like fall in love with weaving in your ends, techniques on weaving in ends, like all the things. That's also why I'm going to join my squares the way that I am, because I can't. I still have a granny square project on my dress form that is unfinished because I have to weave all of my granny squares together. I might finish it this fall. Because every time I look at it, I remember how much I really like the colors. So I'll probably finish it this fall. But even like my hexagon sweater, I didn't realize that I can finish that. I can join as I go on that one. And I will absolutely be trying it out on that as well. But I wish I had known of the join as you go technique before starting my granny square sweater, because like I have each of the panels, like I have a majority of the panels put together. It's just kind of like then putting those panels together. So I've just been like stuck on that. And I have to add the ribbing and everything, which isn't a big deal to me. I like really actually like doing ribbing. But I prefer projects that I crochet over ends, but I usually wait until the end just in case I need to take something apart. Oh, true. I didn't think about that. Because even like with my magic knots, I try not to cut the tails that I've tied until I'm certain that I'm not going to undo my project. So I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, Crochet. Interesting. Because do you leave enough yarn for a long tail after you like weave them in as you go? Like when you crochet over your ends, do you leave enough that should you have to undo it, it's okay? So like not cutting your tails too soon. Because sometimes I forget and I'll cut my tails too soon or something like that. And then when I have to undo it and go back, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't cut that. Mars, off topic, but did you share the pattern for Totoro already? Did you use cotton or acrylic for him? I used acrylic. And I have not shared the pattern for him. I actually found it the other day and I forgot to look for the pattern maker. I found it the other day and meant to share it and I forgot. Let me see, because I remember where I found it, because I had been looking for it and was like, I think I purchased it. I can't say anything confidently now. Hold on. Because it was... Where did I find it? I just wish that I had gone... Here we go. Totoro amigurumi pattern. Oh, right. I couldn't... There we go. Lucy Ravenscar. Lucy Collins, Lucy Ravenscar. That's where I got this pattern from. And I'm pretty sure I got it on Etsy. Let me see. Lucy Ravenscar. But I got it so long ago. Remember my whole thing of like, if you see the pattern, just buy it, because you never know if it's not going to be on Etsy anymore. And I used acrylic. I do know I used acrylic. Oh my gosh, she has Adventure Time patterns. I'm getting distracted. I'll have to get that. Oh my gosh, and Doctor Who, Star Wars. Oh my goodness. I did not remember all of these being available when I got this pattern. Because like I got this pattern, when did I get it? I got it in 2020, in August of 2020. And she doesn't have it anymore. Oh no. She doesn't have any more in her Etsy. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mars. Oh no. I'll see if I can find it somewhere else. 'Cause I don't think I got it on Etsy. I think I got it somewhere else, but from her. But I don't know if I got it from Etsy, so I'll have to look for it. Oh no. Oh no. I know, I'll have to see if I can find it, but it's not on her Etsy anymore. I don't know why. She has so many patterns. I don't know why. Oh, that's such a bummer. So I was so happy to have found it. Oh no. There are a bunch of different ones though on Etsy. I'm so sorry, but this one specifically, this one kind of looks like mine. Not really. I'll keep looking. Oh no. I'll keep looking and I'll see if I can find it. Okay, I'm a yarn conservative. So you don't like You don't like to waste your yarn? You don't like to use it up? What do you mean by that? Because I feel like I'm kind of the same way, which is why my tails are always so short. I think that that's why. I've had to like consciously tell myself it's okay to go 2 more inches. It's okay that your tail is a little long. It's okay if you have to cut this out. Oh, see, and I forgot again because I'm trying something new. For accountability. Speaking of tails, so I'm really trying. This is why I buy patterns so fast. Yes, yeah, because I got it in 2020. So buy the pattern. Buy the pattern, guys. Buy the pattern. If you see it and you like it, buy the pattern. Okay, so I have been consciously making my tails longer now because, Crochet, I don't know if you've seen the episode where I first started this, but I am collecting my tails. I'm collecting my scraps. So we have lots of like little scraps in here. Like even like super, super tiny. Like I'll show you. Like even as small as this. We are saving every bit because look, I even have a ton like right here because I saved them because I didn't have my jar. It's on the bottom of my water. Hold on. Okay. So you see like this, I have this here, but look at all this. Oh, oh no. I will get it, I promise. So we're saving it. Why, you might ask? Because I am making a scrap pillow. I just need to figure out the sleeve pattern that I want, but I came across, I'm pretty sure it was on IG, I came across somebody who makes scrap pillows, and they just started their second one. They just finished their first one. They made a pillow sleeve with a zipper at the top. And they kept it empty. They didn't put a pillow in the pillow sleeve. They just kept the pillow sleeve empty. And as they crocheted, just as they're crocheting along, other projects here and there, blah, 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 they save all of the scraps, all the tails, all of the things. And they're slowly filling up the pillow with it. How smart is that? So I want to do that. I'm going to crochet. I've decided I want a round pillow. I just need to find the pattern. I'm going to crochet a round pillow with a zipper at the top and collect my scraps as I go in this little jar. And then at the end of the week, during the lives, we're going to fill it up with what I have collected through the week. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I think it's a really great scrap project. And like just an awesome way to like save your tails, and especially with like fellow yarn conservative. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting yarn, because like my first thought is like, sure, this is only 2 inches long, but if I cut a tail this length 6 times, that's a whole foot of yarn. Like I could go through a whole thing. It's a whole foot of yarn that I could have used and blah blah blah. So like my brain goes down this like just black hole of like, I'm wasting so much yarn. But this won't be a waste. This won't be a waste because we're using it in another project. It's going to be the filling of a pillow. So it's not a waste. It's not a waste. So as one fellow yarn conservative to another, that might be something you want to consider doing. I am very, very, very excited for this project. I just like, as soon as I saw the video, I was just blown away. I was like, that is so smart. This is so smart. And I have to do it immediately. So this little jar stays on my desk, or if I am crocheting in another space, I'll be sure to bring it to me, or just like save my scraps, like create like a little pile. And then once I'm done, I put everything in there. So I would consider it, because then your yarn won't go to waste. It's going to a good cause, a nice fluffy pillow. That is a cool idea. I use my scraps for small amigurumi. That too. And it's funny because like I just wasn't doing enough amigurumi to like convince myself that I should save my scraps to stuff them, because I've seen that technique before too. People like just throw your scrap yarn into your amigurumi. But I was like, I'm not doing amigurumi enough to like want to do this. But something that like lasts a long, that's gonna like not last a long time, what's the word, like take a long time, like it's like a long-term project. Give me a long-term project any day. That's why like I like my tracker blankets, like all those things. Give me a long-term project, something that's going to be lengthy that I can go back to for 1 or 2 years, and I am all in. Okay, I think this is good. And that pillow, that creator who had posted a video of their pillow, they said it took like 2 years of crocheting to fill the first pillow. And so I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'm absolutely gonna do this. Okay, this doesn't need to be that long. And I shouldn't make these that long because I have to conserve the yarn. I do actually have to conserve this yarn. But I'm not gonna use the tail for anything, so. All right. Here we go. We're gonna take the scissors and cut some tails and save them. Here we go. So all that's on this side. How did I manage that? Interesting. All of my tails, or most of my tails, ended up on one side. Should not have been the case. This is tiny. This is like a little strand, but we're gonna save it anyway. Hi Mary Jane, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Cutting the tails, cutting the tails. All right, I think that is all of them. Let me give a little tug to hide those in there. And I think we're all good. I have to move some fibers a little bit because their color change is showing some on this one. I know that we had determined that I just need to leave it and be okay with a little bit of color poking through. But this one is a little bit too much for my comfort. Okay, that's okay. I think that still looks good. It's this dark blue. This dark blue like really comes through this orange. So the color change. Hi Barbara, how are you? How are you today? Welcome, welcome. What did you bring to crochet? What did you bring to drink? Okay. Ta-da! We're done. This one's done. Yay! If you see any mistakes, don't say anything. Yay! Oh, it looks so good. This one looks good. Okay, so we are going to throw it here. Should I just put it on top of the other pink one? We'll just put it there. There we go. Boop. Yay! I'm fine. I am making a shawl. Ooh, what kind of shawl? What stitch are you using? What kind of yarn are you using? Okay, where's my hook? There we go. And okay, so we just finished pink. So now pink needs to come to the inside. Yes. All right. I love how I can use my Volare pillow as a table. I love, love, love it. Okay, cool. Oh, and you guys have a great view this time. Okay, Mary Jane, I finished XL ruffle shorts for Easter. So excited. Only took me 3 days. Wow. That sounds so fun. I want to make some ruffle shorts. There's some a pattern I've come across. I just came across. And I kind of want to make them. They look super, super cute. Looks almost like a cake. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like perfect because they're shorts. Is it your own? Did I ask this already? Is it your own pattern, Mary Jane, or did you get one? And what color did you make them? Okay. Whoa. That's not right. Oh my gosh, I went into autopilot. I went into autopilot because I've been, oh, that kind of like gave away a little bit what I'm making for my wedding favors. I just went into autopilot. See, this is what I meant. I have been spending so much time making my wedding favors that now that's just like all that I can crochet. I've been doing that all week. I didn't do that for this, did I? No. With the granny square stitch with Bernat wavelength. Oh my gosh, Barbara, that sounds amazing. If you'd like to post a picture on Yarn Over Hook, I would love to see it. Is it crocheting up quickly? Yeah, the granny stitch like crochets up really nicely. Mary Jane, my own pattern, and I'm using Karen Cakes Candy Hearts. It's a pastel rainbow, and I made a matching yellow top with a mesh bottom? That sounds amazing! Oh my gosh! It sounds like the perfect little Easter outfit. I love it. Oh, that sounds so, so nice. I have the activity feed for Yarn Over Hook open, so if you are a member, I would love to see it. If not, we would love to have you, and I would still then love to see it. I haven't checked the feed yet. Let me be sure that I'm not missing anything that anybody has posted. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have definitely accidentally put 5 or even like just 3 granny stitches into my magic circle, thinking that I was good, and then pulled the knot, and then it just becomes so hard. Oh my gosh, Crochet by Rocher, this looks incredible. Are you still here? Oh my goodness, love. I love the variety of flowers. This is so beautiful and so detailed. I love it, I love it. That does sound nice. Yes, it is making up quick. That is so awesome. I will become a member. I've only been crocheting for a year, so I'm proud of it. I love a granny square. It clears my mind. Yes, it's like, it's the best mindless crochet, I think. Yes, let me know once you've joined and post a picture. I would love to see it. I've only been crocheting for a year. That's incredible. What have you made so far that you absolutely love? And what is something that is like a bit frustrating about crochet for you? So something that you love and something that's a little bit frustrating that you not so much love. I don't want to say like anything like hate or anything, but just I feel like we all have something with crochet that we're just like, I think for me, it would be like putting together amigurumi with a lot of pieces and having to put it together. That would be my for crochet. What is everybody's for crochet? So it's not like hate. I don't want to use that. I feel like that's such a strong negative. It's just more like a like tedious, like ugh, like I'm making something, I want to make this thing, I'm happy that I'm making the thing, but man, this is like blah. This is my least favorite thing. For me, it's putting together stuff for amigurumi. I love amigurumi. I don't like putting it all together. Shrek, hello! How are your squares coming? How are you doing? What did you bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? These ruffle shorts and weaving in ends. Ah, I'll cry and my husband do it for me. I love that. That's what we were just talking about, weaving in ends. We were just talking about weaving in ends. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. I wish my husband would weave in the ends for me. That would be so nice. And I love that the ruffle shorts are your favorite. I'll have to look into the pattern that I want to get. I'm so excited for all of the summer stuff I want to make. And those a pair of ruffle shorts are definitely up there. There we go. There we go. Okay. I was having a hard time tying that knot. Still here. I'm not big on sewing together items or weaving in ends. I think that's like the common thing. What is your favorite thing though? Crochet by Roche. What is something that you absolutely love as well? Shrek, good. I have water and I think I'm going to make a fairy. Ooh, like amigurumi fairy? With my new crochet book. You got a new crochet book? That's so awesome. I love it. I love being on this journey, this crochet journey with you, Shrek. I feel like you just get better and better every time. Every time you come to hang out, you're always approaching something new and I love it. I love that you're not afraid to try things. I think that's what I love the most is when somebody's like starting out crochet and they're not afraid to try things. I love it. I love it. Because that is how you're going to get better. That's how you're going to grow in your crochet. All of the things. Okay. How long have you been crocheting? I have been crocheting for a little over 20 years. My mom taught me when I was a kid, and then I kind of just like grew from there. I didn't crochet too much as a teenager, but in my late teens I picked it back up and then just taught myself a lot of different techniques. Learned from videos, trying out patterns, all the things, and then just like grew and grew and grew in my crochet. But yeah, I wish I had crocheted more as a teen. I don't know where I'd be right now if I did, but I am very happy where I am now. I feel like I have more resources and more like capability, like being able to get my own yarn and like get my own patterns and like stuff like that I didn't have as like a teen. And I think like that has really allowed me to grow and blossom in my crochet in a different way from what it would have been if I tried this as a teenager. So yeah, a little over 20 years. Super, super serious in the last 10 years, I'd say maybe. It was my birthday yesterday and I got a ton of crochet stuff. Shrek, that is so awesome. Happy birthday. I love that. Happy birthday. Late birthday, I guess. Why does this square look funny to me? Is this correct? Wait, let me see. This is the square that I'm working on underneath this. Oh yeah. Pink, blue, orange, turquoise, yellow. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, cut this. Will we be able to get 3 squares done today? That is very possible. I would be super, super happy. Okay. You know, I think it's also because my cats are not here to terrorize me. So I'm able to move faster. If you have not watched the recording from Thursday's live, episode 23. Oh my gosh, we're like zooming through these episodes. From Thursday's live. Man, my cats were chaotic that day. It's a lot of cat chaos. It was more like chat and cat as opposed to crochet and chat. I feel like it was more cat and chat. It was so funny. They were just vying for my attention. It was so much. And knocking skeins off my lap. My goodness. Do you guys have crochet pets? Any pet friends that terrorize you while you crochet? We have a forum section on Yarn Over Hook for folks to post their pictures of their pets. And we're like brainstorming something that we could do for Yarn Over Hook, the pets of Yarn Over Hook. Like a button or a crochet pattern or something like that to represent not just our fur friends, but our scaly friends, feathery friends, all the pets, all the Yarn Over Hook pets. What's happening? Which side? Ooh. Which side does this go on? There we go. My favorite thing of crochet is everything. Learning new techniques, patterns, the energy I receive back from people. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. My favorite definitely would be a variety of things too. Finding new patterns and getting excited about a new pattern. That's definitely at the top. I love coming across patterns and then that feeling of like, oh my gosh, I have to make that. That's probably one of my favorites. Absolutely. Oop. I've said this before, but I really love this orange. This orange is so fun. I love the vibrancy of it. It's not too highlightery. It's actually like a fun orange. Okay, I want to check the voting so far. If you have not voted yet in our poll, rock the vote, get those votes in. If you have not liked the live yet, I would love it if you did, please. I feel like I'm such a bad influencer. I always do this. What is it? Smash that like button. Smash that like button if you are enjoying the live. It will get it out to other crocheters on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And if you've already liked the live, thank you so much. I also really appreciate it. I always feel so awkward asking for that, but I do appreciate it. And you guys are so awesome and so supportive. So thank you. I feel like I made it. Nope. I have not. Something looks a little weird to me. I feel like I had briefly touched on this, like the imposter syndrome when you're crocheting and things are going really well. And you're just like, nope, something happened. Something happened, because there's no way. There's no way I'm crocheting this quickly. There's no way I'm crocheting this well. There's no way I haven't frogged yet. All of those things. And we just like sit there and talk ourselves into a mistake. That's probably not even there. And I feel like I keep doing that with these squares. It's like I keep trying to convince myself that I messed up somewhere, even though I didn't. Let me pull that. How can I get that to look a little bit better? A little cleaner. I think that that's good. And then if I pull this up, that should be better. Yeah, that's better. Alrighty, got that. Moving on to the next color. Boop. Okay. Next color is turquoise. Mary Jane, that is so funny. We talked about in one of the episodes about getting some merch, making some merch that says I'd rather be crocheting. It would be funny if you had that shirt. I feel like that is like household chores for me. Whenever I'm doing laundry and I put on like a timer or something to like make sure that I'm paying attention to my laundry, as soon as it goes off and I'm like crocheting, I'm always so upset because I'm like in the middle of my crochet, I'm gonna have to put this down. And then of course I do like the one more row thing and then completely forget about my laundry. I would just rather be crocheting. I'd rather be crocheting. If you do, I'll buy it and tell everyone, let me be. And I want a tote bag as well. A tote bag that says I'd rather be crocheting. Because I'm always carrying a tote with me. And if I'm going to the grocery store or just like running errands, it'll be perfect. I'd rather be crocheting. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, I think did I do all of that? And I didn't even say what the results are. So far, I was waiting for votes. But we have the votes so far. When do you weave in your ends? As I go has 33%. At the end is 67%. At the end? Guys, it's probably good that I can't vote. I don't want to swing anything. At the end, oh my goodness. Could you imagine? I would have 10 tails to weave in. Right? Because it's 5 and 2 ends per square. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I really like this teal color. I'm gonna test it on my skin. I really like this color. It would make a really cute top. For those of you who have not been here for very long, like watched our lives for very long, this yarn is Hobie Rainbow 8/8 cotton, and I got it because I really enjoy the K and C cotton from Joann, And because of their closing here, I needed to find an alternative that was not very expensive and comparable in quality and how it feels when I crochet. This has hit all of those marks. I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and I love it. The whole reason why I am making this bag and doing granny squares, because I wanted something quick and fun that would allow me to try out the yarn, as well as like use it up, like using up this yarn. Whoa. And so that's why I picked this project for this yarn. And in doing so, being able to like test it out, see the pigmentation, because that is a big one for me, really getting, finding really well pigmented, yeah, I think that's correct, yarn, that I can make summer projects with, because I really like using cotton for wearables, and especially in the summer. And so I think I will be leaning in this direction. I really do recommend this yarn. It is very, very nice. And the price is good. I really like it. It's not bad. It's comparable to K&C from Joanne. Each skein is 50 grams, which was kind of like meh for me. But with the price being like, what, $1.50 per skein? I'm like, okay. I think though, what I need to do, the patterns that I have saved for summer wearables, which are mainly like tank tops, like I want to make like cute colorful tanks and t-shirts and like just tops. I need to see the average amount of like yarn needed for those projects. Then I think that will like solidify, like, oh my goodness, like really, I like combine like 4 different words trying to say solidify, really kind of like seal the deal for me on if it's worth it, because 50 grams isn't a lot. That's not a lot of yarn, but depending on what I'm making, especially for summer outfits, I might not need a whole lot. So the price would probably be okay. What happened here? What is going on? That was like a perfect cover and now it looks funky to me. But that's okay, because this is actually the right side. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay. Man, these color changes have been getting me. But yeah, so that is why we're actually doing this project. So I can test out this yarn, see if I like the pigment, see if I like the feel, and ultimately if I feel like the price is worth it. So far, so good. I really like this turquoise color, very much so. I also really like this pink. It almost matches my nails. I really like this pink. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like exactly my nails. Almost. And then I have 5 other skeins. It's just like a different, like it's a purple, a green, a true yellow, a red, and like a blue, I believe. A different kind of blue, maybe. And I'm likely gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make a ton of squares because I just want to use the yarn. And this has been treating me very nicely as well. So we have, this is now my, 2, 4, 6, 9. This is my 10th square. And like, this is how much yarn we have left. Yeah. So I think we're doing good. We're doing pretty good. Hi, Cat Ann. How are you? I am working with the Hobie rainbow yarn. Excuse me, guys. The colors are beautiful. Hi, Collie. Your granny squares are beautiful. Hi. Is it Collie or Collie? Thank you so much. I am loving them. I am loving them so much. I definitely recommend it, Cat Ann. I definitely do. It didn't take long for it to get to me. It was like 4.5 days from like pressing order to it arriving at my door. It took like no time at all. I was very surprised. And the price is so good. The quality is great. All of the things. This is rainbow. This is the cotton rainbow. I do still have the cotton friends as well. What did I decide I was gonna make with that? Giant granny square backs? Did I decide what I was gonna make with that one? Because I forgot I have 20 skeins and not 10. I don't know if I want to make four granny square backs. I don't know if I want to do that. I have to decide what I'm gonna make with the friends. But I did get both, yes. Okay. Yes, definitely. I do definitely recommend it, Cayenne. I do definitely recommend it. Thank you guys for joining. Collie, Cayenne, what did you bring to crochet? What did you bring to drink? Or what are you currently working on? Collie. Oh, like goalie. Collie. Oh, that's so fun. Hi, welcome. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, highly recommend this yarn. This will probably be my go-to for cotton, I'm not gonna lie. I do like Lion Brand though, especially their 24/7. But the 24/7 I especially like for swim covers, like cover-ups. Not so much like I made a dress out of that yarn, the 24/7 cotton, and it is heavy. It's so heavy. And I don't want that unless I want like a nice draped look. I think I would prefer to just have a regular like this standard cotton, but we'll see. I'm gonna experiment a lot this summer with different cottons and see what I like. I'm gonna see what I like. Okay, and I'm drinking ice water, crocheting a queen size blanket for my husband with I love this yarn. Very nice. Queen size, my goodness, how far are you so far? Coley, I've never used any cotton yarn yet, just acrylic. What do you like to make, Coley? I often switch between acrylic and cotton. I use acrylic for my blankets and my amigurumi. And then I have a couple of sweaters that I've made from acrylic. But I think I'm leaning heavy more into cotton for wearables. And I really like working with cotton. Wearables and my bags. I just purchased some yarn to make this cute tapestry bag. I'm so excited to start it. It'll have to be after wedding. After wedding. I have so many things that I want to make. So many things. So there will be a lot more like whips coming up, y'all. Like I really want to finish my doodad blanket. I haven't been able to crochet that at all because I've just been crocheting wedding stuff. But I can't wait till I'm able to jump back into that. Okay, and you're almost done? That is so awesome. Diana, hello! How are you? I posted what I got on Yarn Over Hook. Oh, I can't wait to see. Let me see. Everything I got on my birthday. My family went a little overboard on the red yarn. Is red your favorite color? I also got a cat bookmark kit. Oh my gosh, Crochet Magical Creatures. That looks so cute. I love it. You got so much yarn. That is so fun. Happy birthday, Shrek. Diana, I made 2 Brontosaurus. Diana, those are adorable. Are you kidding me? Those are so cute. The eyes and the smile are killing me. Oh my gosh. So cute, Diana. Vivacious Chess, hello! Second live, yay! Welcome! I am still working on my granny squares. What did you bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? Coley, I make basics. Granny squares, still working with tension. Are you newer to crochet? That is so awesome. Granny squares are such a great place to practice. I've made a couple blankets. Very nice. Shrek, I just asked for 1 ball and I got 6. Well, you'll be able to crochet a lot of red things. That's so awesome, Shrek. I'm making a cardigan. Very nice. If you haven't already joined Yarn Over Hook, we would love to have you, and I would love to see what you guys are making. You can join via the link in the description below and post a picture and let me know when you've posted it. I would love to see. I would love to see. All right. Oh my gosh, we are really flying through these squares. Oh my gosh. Okay, scissors. It has star pockets for PJs. It has star pockets for PJs. Wait, what do you mean? I love the idea of star pockets. Oh, I love that. Wait. Whoa. That could have been really bad. I was going into it like I was about to join a color. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I caught myself. That could have been really bad. Not really bad. It just would have, I would have had to really pull to make sure that it doesn't fall apart. Alrighty. Cutting tails and saving my scraps. Cutting tails and saving scraps. Dun 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 dun. I feel like that's like the beginning of like a summer jam. A crochet theme song, if you will. Okay. That side looks good. Let's get this side. We catch up. Not too new, just uncoordinated. You got it. You got it. What kinds of things are you doing to keep improving on your tension? Because that one is a tough one. That one is a tough one to get down. I still feel like even as an advanced, I don't know, I don't like to call myself an expert crocheter. And as an advanced crocheter, I feel like I still wrestle with tension depending on the project. The waistcoat stitch is my nemesis because I crochet very tightly. And I need to practice that stitch more in order to like practice adjusting my tension and keeping consistent. So I feel you on that one. Tension is a toughie. All right, friends. Ja-ja! Here we go. Our 2, 4, 6, 10th square. Yay! Ba, 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 ba. If you see any mistakes, don't tell me. I think we're good. All right, we'll put this one here. Oops. Oh my gosh, that's my 10th square, which means that's the second sequence. So we're starting back at our first square, which is this one. Not this one. This one, yes. We're starting the sequence over and I only have to make 3 more. Oh my gosh. Will I be able to like make all this today? I'm like flying through this. Yellow. Can you return some of the red for other colors? Oh, can you, Shrek? I didn't even think about that. Can you exchange them? Did your family keep receipts? When you notice a mistake, do you do it over or leave it? It depends. In this, if I notice a mistake, I would probably just do the entire square over again. Because of how I'm doing the color change, I really can't have a mistake. And I can't like redo it. I can't redo a mistake. So that's why I try to look at it at the end of every row before I cut it to change the colors. I try to look to see if there's a mistake, because yeah, the way I'm doing my color changes, I can't go back. So I would have to leave it and do a different square. I'd have to do another square. And I don't think that I can do that because of how much yarn I have. I have to be pretty conservative so that I'm sure to make 13. So we cannot afford a mistake. But typically I will go back. I'll just frog and redo something. But this, no. I can't do that. It would just be too hard with the magic knot. Ooh, we have 15 votes now. We've almost doubled. When do you weave in your ends? Still at 33%. As I go. And 67% at the end. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, this is so funny. Oh my gosh. One, two, three, four. Okay. Pulling that. I might start doing it as I go, LOL. You should try it. Try it and see. Those of you who wait until the end, I think you should give as you go a go, because I cannot believe the number of you who wait. I can't believe it. And you're not doing anything wrong. There is no right or wrong way. I just couldn't imagine. Like I said earlier, I can't finish crocheting the project with there being ends, because then I don't feel like I actually finished. I don't feel like I actually finished the project. I commend y'all who wait to the end. Oh my goodness. Wait. I only have to make 3 more, not 5. So I should probably pick which 3 I want to make, not just like go back in my sequence. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, I'm not good at this. Okay, I'm gonna ask you friends. Okay. I've already started this and I cut it. That's okay. That's fine. We're probably going to go ahead and make this one again. I like this one. So we might go ahead and make this one again. I don't really care for the blue outlined one because it's kind of dark, so I don't want that one. The pink one is okay. I do like the pink one. The yellow one is okay. And I do really like the orange. So I don't care for the blue. All right, friends, I need help. So we're going to refer to them by their outside color. So this one is teal or turquoise. This one is pink. This one is yellow. And this one is orange. I need to pick 3. So which one should we vote out? So Kat Ann, I think you're saying you like orange. Which one should we vote out? So which one shouldn't I do again? So I'll shuffle through them. This is the orange. The sequence. I do really like the sequence. We have the yellow sequence. Which one are we voting out? Like, we're not gonna do it. I do like this sequence. Like, this one's good. And this one. I already have 2 of everything. So like I need 3 more. So we already have 10 squares. I've already done all of these squares twice. So now I need to pick which ones I'm gonna do 3 times, like which ones I'm gonna have 3 of. So which we're voting out? Yellow? Voting out yellow? Yeah, it's like I like the yellow sequence, but not as much as I I love the orange sequence. I love the orange sequence, so I think we are going to definitely do this one. And this sequence is good. I do like this sequence. And I do like this one. Yellow out. Are we saying yellow out? We have a lot of yellow out. Crochet by Rocher, are you saying orange out or keep orange? I feel like yellow out is the most popular. Yellow out. Yeah, I don't hate the yellow one, but I don't know if I want 3 of these. For some reason, the yellow on the border isn't doing it for me. And like, I'm gonna have white in between. So having like that yellow by the white is kind of just like meh for me. So we're saying yellow out? I think so. So we'll do these 3 again. Thank you guys. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. You all are the best. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the yellow one. And it's so funny because it's all the same colors. It's just that the sequence makes them look very different. You like the blue, the stark blue? I don't dislike it. I really like it. I just don't want 3 of them. I like the 2, but I don't think I want 3. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's a good choice. I think it's a good balance. Yeah? I think so. So we'll do, my last 3 will be these 3. So I've just started this one again. So we'll hop back into that. Put these back on there. For those of you guys who did not see before, I'm currently dry blocking these squares. Dry blocking is just like putting them on my blocking board. I'm not steaming them or soaking them or anything like that. I'm just going to keep them here stretched for a while, as opposed to wetting them. I might throw a little bit of steam on them before Wednesday when I put them together. I might throw a little bit of steam on them. But for the most part, that's it. This is them. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for your help. That would have been a little tough for me by myself. I'm very indecisive. I don't know if it's indecisive so much as it just takes me a really long time. I have to weigh out all of my options equally. I am very much a Libra. My moon and sun are Libra, so I'm a super Libra. And my husband has a whole method and everything for when it's taking me a long time to decide. He'll count down so that I hurry it up. Especially when it comes to food. But he doesn't count down. No, I misspoke. He will count down once I've made a decision. Because once I've made a decision, I need to see how I feel first about that decision. And he's noticed that about me. I'll say like, do something simple like ice cream. So say he's like, what kind of ice cream do you want? And I'll say, I think I want chocolate. Then he'll start counting because he knows that I'm sitting there and I'm weighing it against other options still in my head. And so he gives me 5 seconds. And more often than not, I will change my mind. I'll say, oh, chocolate. And then he'll go. And then I'll be like, nope, vanilla. And then he will count one more time. And then that'll be it. So I feel like if I didn't have y'all, I would have asked him which ones and then come to a decision, and then he would have counted for me. So thank you all so much for making it easy by just voting. Lisa, hello, good evening. I am currently working on granny squares for my granny square bag, tote that I am making. How are you this evening? What did you bring to drink? What did you bring to crochet? What are you currently working on? I want to show you guys my board. So I was just talking about dry blocking. So I'm going to show you guys my board. We do have this board in the Amazon storefront, in a link in our description. So you can check it out. I do definitely recommend it. I will never recommend anything that I don't 110% use and 110% love. And I love this board. This isn't like an ad or anything, but I do want to talk about it. So this is it. Yay! You can hold all of your pegs here. And these squares, I don't have my measuring tape, but I would say they're like 5 inches, because I'm pretty sure this board is like 11 and a half or 12 by 12, something around there. So I'm able to fit all 4 of my squares on here, which is like really nice. Or not all 4, but 4 squares at a time on here, which is really, really nice. So if you have been looking for a blocking board, I definitely recommend this one. And you can do your dry block, submerge, and then hang it up, or do a steam. Is it still in there? I don't want it to fall off, but I don't want it to like hurt me. But yeah. Lisa V, I'm currently working on a towel topper. A towel topper? What is that? And I have a Mountain Dew in my glasses, not just a little bit. I live in Arvada, Colorado. Welcome. I'm not sure I've heard of that. I love Colorado. That is so awesome. What is a towel topper? Is it like the thing that goes like around a towel? What is that? Okay. Remember what I said about always second guessing myself? I've already made this square twice, but I'm always thinking I'm messing up. And I'm not. I need to just trust myself and keep it going. Okay. Let's see. Let's get these fibers on here well, a little bit better than this to cover this up. There we go. That's better? Yes, that's better. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're all twisted up here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Diana, I made some of those towel toppers before. They're really nice. I crochet a towel topper that goes over the towel. Okay, let me look this up. I feel like I'm out of the loop. Crochet towel topper. Oh, yes. I don't know why I never thought of like what those were called. That is so funny. That is so fun. I love it. So what kind of towel topper are you working on, Lisa? Is it like a shape? Is it simple? A flower? Greetings to Arvanda. You guys have a great performing arts scene. I'll never forget seeing A Christmas Carol, a musical there a few years back. Oh, that's so nice. Arvanda. Have I ever been there? Maybe I haven't. I just haven't realized. I've traveled to a lot of Colorado. The name does not sound familiar. You guys see my face? Measure twice, cut once, friends. Measure twice, cut once. Oh my gosh. Diana, I make them to sell. Lisa, that is so awesome. Oh, that is so cool. Have you ever made any decor projects or kitchen items? I was thinking about pot holders. I have not made a pot holder. Have I made anything for kitchen? I have not. I've not made anything for the kitchen. But I do want to make towels. I want to make some like dry towels, hand towels, face towels, I guess is the shape. But is it hand or face? I think it's hand towels. The long rectangle ones. I do want to make some for our kitchen just because I want to customize the colors that we have in our kitchen. So I have been wanting to make those, and maybe like a floor mat. But no, I actually haven't made anything for the kitchen now that I think about it. Oh, and I want to make like mug cozies. I do want to do that. Oh, I've made coasters. I have made coasters. I guess that's like dining room. I don't know if that counts as kitchen. But you should make some pot holders. There's some really great pot holder patterns. Some really, really good ones. Diana, Lisa, I made one in Christmas colors. How fun. Just a regular crochet towel topper. That's so awesome, Lisa. Maybe towel toppers should be part of like a Christmas crochet along. I really do want to do a Christmas crochet along. So if you guys have any ideas on things that you would want to make, because I would definitely want to do super easy things, very, very easy things that could be gifts or things that you keep yourself, but stuff that can be done in less than a week. I feel like, Diana, every time you come on, I get new ideas for like group crochet projects. Mars, I was trying to find a pattern for a tablecloth, but the ones I find aren't modern looking and out for my liking. So maybe a table runner instead. I'm actually making table runners for my wedding. I love a good table runner. I think I want to make one for our dining table as well. There are some really nice table runners. My favorites being the ones that are a bunch of circles of different sizes put together. My absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. I make them for all the seasons. Lisa, that's so cool. Diana, yes. That sounds pretty. They are so pretty. They're so pretty. What could you look up to see? Like maybe look up crochet circle table runners. Yeah, I think if you look up crochet circle table runners, it might come up. But they can be so pretty. They can be so pretty. I've also seen some done with like flowers, a bunch of flowers put together. But I think I do want to do the round ones. I also want something a little bit more like leaning a bit like mid-century. because our style for our main living spaces are very mid-century. So I think maybe I would do that. Have you made toilet paper covers? I made a birthday cake cover. No, I have not made toilet paper covers. There are some interesting stuff out there. Hold on. Let me look this up. Crochet toilet paper covers. These are so fun. Oh, these are cute. The crochet cake ones are really cute. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is so cute. Oh goodness. That is so cute. The dolls are funny. Very vintage. That is so fun. Oh my gosh, I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of that. That is so funny. It'll be especially fun if you have like a themed bathroom. Diana, that is so fun. What kind do you do? Just cakes? Have you ever done like a vintage doll one? Okay. Have you ever made a crochet candle? I have not. A crochet candle? What are these things? Crochet candle. Like a candle holder? Like something that goes like around the candle? Like a cozy? Like this? I posted the ruffle shorts on Yarn Over Hook. Let me see, Mary Jane, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Those are so cute. Oh my goodness, those are so cute. I love it. Cute, cute, cute. And you said this was your own pattern? Or did you follow a pattern? Because I want this pattern. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love. Those are like exactly the kind of shorts that I want to make. I just went off basic instinct and knowledge. So good. So, so good. That's incredible. I love that you alternated the colors and that each of your panels are different. So cute. So, so cute. Oh, Diana, that's so fun. Okay, so it is the crocheted candle. It is a crocheted candle. So do you have that just for decoration? It looks like it's in Christmas colors. Is it for Christmas? I do love Christmas. And I love Christmas things. I'll probably write a pattern. Mary Jane, I would love to test your pattern for you. I would love to test your pattern. We do have a pattern testing section in our forums on Yarn Over Hook. So if you are a pattern writer, you're writing a pattern for the first time or anything like that, and you're looking for testers, you can always post there in the forum and just let people know what you're looking for in your testers, requirements, like what kinds of things they would need, like the yarn, and stuff like that, and things that you would like from your testers. So notes, photos, shout out on a social media platform, stuff like that. I know there are folks who also like to do like a Google Sheets or Google Form or something like that. Google Form, I think is what it's called, where you ask them questions and like stuff like that. So you can post all of that in a post, like in a forum post. Yes, a forum post on the testing section in our forums. If you guys are ever looking for testers. Hi, Roman. Okay, I'll work it up then. Oh my gosh, so glad I joined. I'm so glad that you joined. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Welcome. I can't wait to see your pattern. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Let me check this poll. We have 20 votes now. Weaving in at the end, still at 65%. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. It's like a perfect 2/3. I know, like, when weaving in discussions kind of come up, that a big part of it is just trust issues, and just like, not like issues like that, but like they don't trust that the weaving will stay in place, or that the yarn will stay in place, that somehow it will just come undone and the whole project will fall apart. And I totally get that. I totally get that. Knock on wood. Nothing has ever fallen apart for me with regard to tying knots. The only thing, this is so funny, out of all of my projects, should something fall apart, the only thing that has ever fallen apart on me has been a magic circle. And it is because when I was first learning how to make magic circles, this blanket behind me is a sampler blanket, and the green squares are different stitches, and the cream colored squares, cream? Yeah. Beige colored squares are granny squares. So I had to do a magic circle in the middle, right? So I was learning how to do magic circles, and I didn't realize that I should crochet over 2 strands and not just one, and that I should weave in that end. So magic circle tails are probably the only ends I will consistently weave in because of this blanket. This blanket broke my heart. I can see. Let me see. I don't want to knock Totoro over. Okay. I will show you guys. And see, I just tied a knot. That was so silly of me. Or this one isn't coming out. Where is it? I have one falling apart. But this is like my first like sampler blanket. So I'm not going to like undo it. I just kind of keep it here and keep it safe. But I have a square here. Is this it? No. It's like obviously falling apart. I have a square that is falling apart. This one is kind of falling apart. This is the center here. See, so like I didn't pull it tight, so like there's a hole in the center. But I have one, where is it? I have one that's like completely coming undone. It's like it's hiding itself. It doesn't want to be exposed. Did I redo it? I don't remember, not redo it, but like pull it in so that it stops undoing itself. Oh, I must have forgotten. But maybe I did. Maybe I weaved it in because I was really afraid it was gonna fall apart. But yeah, this, I washed it. That's what happened. It was fine, and then I washed it. And as I pulled it, I just threw it in the dryer. I was like experimenting with like washing and drying acrylic blankets. It came out super soft. It's like so soft now. But my granny square, it came apart. Like the magic circle came undone. So I must have weaved it in. I must have forgotten that I did that. Because I really didn't want it to fall apart. It's my first sampler blanket. I learned so many stitches doing this blanket. If you are newer to crochet, I cannot recommend it enough. Try out a sampler blanket. Look up a sampler square blanket and try it out, because I think it's probably the best way to learn a bunch of new stitches, practice them, and you get a whole blanket. You get a whole blanket at the end. So I cannot stress that enough. I definitely think as a beginner, you want a new project that will help you learn new stitches and all that jazz, a sampler blanket. But anyway, so granny square, the centers, I will always weave in that tail because of that blanket. Again, it was Christmas at the time. The candle is open at the bottom. It was Christmas at the time. The candle is open at the bottom, so you can put a candle or toilet paper. The brown cardboard to hold the candles works great. That is so fun. I love it. And it is super, super cute. LOL, I literally was looking that up earlier this week, sampler blanket. I definitely recommend it. We are working on a sampler blanket to do as a crochet along. Because I love it. I love sampler blankets. So if you are in the market for a blanket and want to learn a bunch of new stitches, try a sampler blanket, a sampler Afghan. I think this one was a red heart pattern, red heart sampler Afghan. Yarnspirations, Red Heart, Lion Brand, like all those big brands typically come out with a new sampler blanket. I feel like every year or so. And there's always new ones that I'm seeing popping up. I did one and it was fun. It's so fun. I want to learn and challenge myself to learn more stitches. It is super, super fun. Super, super fun. I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's warming up now. So I don't know about now, but like definitely for the fall. Starting something like late summer so that you have it ready for the fall. Yeah. Yes. Washcloths are another thing that I recommend. I'm still like leaning. Like still showing off my blankets. Washcloths are another thing that I highly recommend. As a beginner and wanting to learn new stitches. Very forgiving. If you make a mistake, who cares? Throw it in your sink. Throw it in your cleaning bucket. And you can just make a little swatch. All of our tutorials on Yarn Over Hook, I always start with like a basic, like how to do just the stitch, and like starting from your foundation chain, whatever that may be. So if you wanted to make a square, just like a normal square, all of our tutorials tell you what to start with, like the number of chains that you would need for that stitch. So you can always just start with a small little square. And then I have that same like sample square that I crocheted in the video, so you can compare it and look at it and stuff. So if you are looking for some fun new stitches to try, I do have a compilation for beginner stitches to try out after you've learned the basics. So definitely check that out. Let me see. I can get that video up here. Or if someone is on from the Yarn Over Hook team and can help me out, that would also be greatly appreciated. Let me cut this. And then we are done with this square. Boom. Okay. I should have checked before I cut. We're fine. Whew. Everybody calm down. Alrighty. And then this one. Again, I'm always feeling like I'm like, all right, everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. I'm doing surgery. Crochet surgery. Crow surgery. Crow surgery is happening right now. Beep, beep, beep. Wait, that sounds more like backing up. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. That's better. What am I even doing? What even is this? Okay. We have our final round with our turquoise. Oops. There we go. Here we are. Oh, wait. Okay. And it looks like I will be left with some I will be left with some yarn. Because I only have 2. Yay! Thank you. That link is to the 5 basic stitches for beginners. Okay. Cool. I think we're good. What was I saying? Oh, that I will be left with yarn. I will be left with some yarn, and that's fine. So I will probably I'm gonna weigh it. That's what I'll do. I'll weigh the yarn after I make 2 more granny squares. I'm gonna need to make 2 more granny squares. And after I do that, I'll weigh out the yarn to see how much I have left, and then we'll probably do a scrap project with what's left. And I think I want to make that rectangle purse, that rectangle bag by Brianna K. Demi, fellow Yarn Over Hook member, has made it and is perfecting her version of it, I believe, or just perfecting hers, and I'm loving it. I really love the way that bag looks, and I think it will be fun as like a rainbow striped bag. So that's what I plan on doing with the remaining skeins of yarn, like what's remaining of the yarn from this. Lisa, let's see. I have made crochet pot holders and dishcloths also. That is so nice. Yeah, I definitely want to make more dishcloths. I was mistaken. I have made kitchen things. Oh my goodness. It was like one of my first like big projects and my first gifts. And I think like how I learned how to crochet. I did it for Christmas. I made little scrubbies. It's my mom's idea, and we took tulle of a bunch of different colors and cut them down into strips, tied them up, and then made scrubbies out of them. That just came back to me. I love it. Pretty sure that was like my first crochet project. Mom, was that my first crochet project? I think it was. I might have to like make my own pattern for that, for nostalgia, and make it like exclusive for Yarn Overhook, because it was so fun. I remember it being really, really fun. I made them in a variety of colors. Getting the tulle and cutting it into strips was super tedious, and then tying them all together. But because of those big knots, and tying them together to make, basically make yarn, once you crochet the scrubby, you flip it inside out and it becomes the inside. It becomes like the innards of the scrubby, so that the scrubby is nice and like squishy and good, and like you can hold it really well and like all that stuff. Because then if you didn't have those knots and you cut those ends, it would be flat. And so the knots and the ends, the tails, ended up being the filling for the scrubby. Yes, you did, and I believe it was. Mom, how could I forget about those? I'm pretty sure, and I made them, I was young. I had to have been like 8. I think, yeah. I had to have been like 8, 7. So that was when I learned how to crochet. Aw, little me, little crocheter. Holy cow, blast from the past. And my dad still has his. So before you think that that's kind of gross, he washes them because it's tulle. So he just washes them. And I think he has one that he has never used. I think he has saved one he has never used. And those are the only scrubbies that I know still exist, are the ones that my dad still has. So I'm gonna have to talk to him. He's probably gonna watch this live later. Dad, do you still have them? Oh my gosh. And my grandma still has the basket I gave hers in. And we had little baskets. And my mom wrote a cute little poem. Little Sammi crocheter. Okay, I will work on a pattern for that. That is something that I will absolutely prioritize, because that would be really, really fun. And then I know that my dad also still has the pattern. I think we put the year on there, so I'll have to look at that. But crochet scrubbies. If you're done in like over washcloths, crochet scrubbies are so fun and so quick. Oh my gosh, how did I forget about those? Now I'm gonna have to do a deep dive after this live, and I'm gonna call my dad. Okay, I think that this one is done. We made 3 granny squares today, friends. 3 granny squares. I wonder if I'll make one more. Or if I want to save 2 for Tuesday. I think I'm gonna save 2 for Tuesday. I think I will. I think I'll save 2 for Tuesday. Okay, so let's finish this one, and we'll cut the tails. I posted a picture. Okay, Diana, I'm going to pull up your picture. Looking for mistakes. Okay. Pull a little bit. Oh wait, I need my scissors. We gotta cut all these tails. all these little tails. Oh my gosh, I think I remember even how to make them. That's crazy. I do, I think I remember how to make them. We didn't use a magic ring or magic circle. We used a chain 2. It was a chain 2. And then we had to make a circle. And then I did a couple rounds of single crochet to make the sides, and then I did a decrease. It was very simple. I remember it being very easy. And with Joanne closing, do I need to go buy tulle? Oh no. Oh no. I think I'm going to Joanne's. Oh no. Don't I just look so devastated to have to go shopping at the yarn store? The craft store? I'm so devastated. Don't make me, don't make me. As I hand over my card and my wallet. Okay, ta-da! Wait, hold on, I can't see. Okay. Ta-da! Yay! And I have 2 more. I have 2 more. And then we'll have all of them. And we'll have all of them. Yay! I'm gonna put this one here. Wait, that's the same, right? Is that the same? See, again, questioning myself. But you guys can't even see it. But it is. It's the same. Okay. I think that has been like my worst fear, is messing up my sequence. That's been my worst fear. Messing up my sequence for this. Ooh, I did this one a little tight. This is why we block, friends. There we go. Yeah, I did that one a little tight. Is that in there right? Okay, it is. Yay! Okay, Diana, I want to see what you posted. Did I already love this candle? Whoa, 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 so many posts. Wait. Candle? Love. And cake? Is this the one for the toilet paper cover? Love. The candle on the birthday cake is so funny. Martina, granny skirt bucket hat for the summer. I love the color scheme so much that I did the same colors the creator did. It fits a bit large, more than the sun hat, but overall more like a sun hat. I'm happy with it. So cute. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love those colors. And look at your little raccoon. I made this apron for my dish soap dispenser, but I put it on my raccoon. I love crocheting stuff to dress up your home goods. Are you kidding me? That is so cute. Like crocheting items to dress up your home items, like very like mundane things, dish soap, toilet paper, candles. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. And your raccoon is adorable, Diana. Oh my goodness. I love that granny square bucket hat. Now I want to make one. Maybe that's what I can make with my leftover yarn. More granny squares though? We want to do something different, don't we? We want to do something different. But I will pin this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a good day. What a good day for crochet, friends. What a good day for crochet. We made so much. This is what I have left. Let me see. There we go. This is what I have left. I'm excited. I'm thinking. That's why I'm like pausing there and just dancing. So we have 2 more squares I need to make. Mars, I love granny squares. I'll never get tired of granny squares. So I'm not tired of granny squares. I love a good granny square. We've just already done granny squares with these colors. So I don't know if I want to make more granny squares with these colors. But hold on. If I do a granny square bucket hat with these colors, I would match my bag. We will be making more granny squares, friends. We're gonna make more granny squares. But we'll see. I'm gonna brainstorm. Because I don't have to be so calculative like I am with this. Calculative, is that a word? Oh yes, okay. A matching granny square bucket hat to my granny square bag. I like that idea. I think I do like that idea. I think I like that idea very much. And I'm gonna look up some other stuff too, because now I kind of want to make a granny square book cover, a granny square case for my Kindle. I want to try granny rectangles, so making a granny rectangle for my Kindle would actually be really good practice, because my Kindle's obviously not a square, it's a rectangle. So that would actually be good practice on making granny rectangles, because I've never actually made one. But I want to give that a try. That would look so cool. I guess I'm gonna have to do a granny square bucket hat. So I'm gonna look up patterns. I'm pretty sure it'll take a smaller hook. We'll probably have to do a smaller hook. And 4 rounds as opposed to 5 rounds. Because these are all 5 rounds. So I probably have to do 3 or 4 rounds. You're going to love it. I think I will too. A granny square bucket hat. Because Martina's granny square bucket hats are super cute. And that's 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3. And some are 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some are 4 and some are 3. Am I going pattern shopping? Have I ever made it alive without pattern shopping? I don't think so. I don't think so. You guys always convince me to pattern shop during these lives. This is not good for me or my wallet. As I continue, like I don't have the capability to stop. Is this the pattern? I think Martina said? I think this is the pattern. And it's on sale. Is it? No, it's a different pattern. Okay, I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? Do it one more time. Are you kidding me? Do you guys see how cute that was? All right. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let me get this pattern. Let me get this pattern. I mean, it's on sale. Like, what can I do? I have to get it because it's on sale. All right, it's purchased. I have it. That's what we're gonna make. We're making a matching granny square bucket hat to my bag, and we'll use the same white. We're gonna do all the things. All right. Yes. You guys are enablers. Okay, rectangles are very nice and easy to do. I made some. Yeah, I definitely want to try one. I think I'll do it for my Kindle case. Yes, it was 4 rounds for the sides and the brim was 3 rounds. I think 5 squares for the sides. Wait. Mars, are you Martina? Wait, that would make sense. Martina, these are so cute. Oh, hi. I always talk about how you guys use different names on Yarn Over Hook versus YouTube, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, this is so cute. This looks so great. Not realizing that you're here. Oh my gosh. And then you sit here and describe it to me, and I'm like, wow, how do you know what Martina made? So cute. Mars, so cute. Okay, I will do it. I will do it. And you said yours came out more like a sun hat. Do you think you needed to use a smaller hook? 5 squares for the sides, 11 squares for the brim. 4 rounds for the sides, 3 rounds for the brim. Because I would prefer a sun hat style anyway. So it being that big is fine. On her, it looks more like a bucket hat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough yarn. Yeah, I'll have to weigh it out and see. But that's a lot of squares. I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn. 5 squares for the sides at 4. 11 squares for the brim at 3. 16 squares total, but it's less rounds. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. We might have to like combine it with some other, with my other yarn and maybe go from there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, I did not make it alive without getting a pattern, so there's that. This should absolutely be a challenge for me if Sammi can make it through the live without buying a pattern. Here are scraps. This is where we are now. So we've added all the scraps from today. This is where we are. I should get like a little weight to push this down so we can stay down. But this is where we are. Look at all that at the bottom. We have our scraps here. We made 3 granny squares. And we picked the 3 that we are repeating. We had a very productive day, friends. And then I got a pattern. So there's that. Okay, that is awesome. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we did this. I'm so happy that we did this. If I don't have enough yarn to make a bucket hat, I might. Because I actually did the math already. I did the math and I can make 3 and some squares per skein. And so if I can make 3 and some per skein. We'll just wait and see. I'll weigh it out and see. If I don't have enough, then I'll just make another bag. I think we're good. Okay, Diana, I have 2 ice cream bucket of scrap yarn. Whoa, what are you gonna do with it? Mars, I did see comments mention the hat being large. I wondered if removing a square or 2 will downsize it a bit. Interesting. I thought it felt too big, but my mom said it looked good when I put it on, lol. I also see some people roll it up a little bit too. You know, so I will probably then just use a smaller hook because this called for a 3.5 to 4 and I'm using a 4. Yeah, I'm using a 4. And I could probably go down to a 3. What's a 3? C, D, E. E is 3.5. I could probably go down to a 3 and use that. And that would make it smaller. Yeah, we're on the same page. I use them for stuffing. Diana, that's so awesome. I will be using mine to stuff a pillow. It'll be like a really long project, slowly filling up my pillowcase that I make. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try 3, but we gotta finish this guy first. So come back on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time and join me on making the last 2 squares from my granny square bag. Confetti, confetti. Very excited for that. And I'll have a special Whip Wednesday episode next Wednesday where we're gonna put them together. Because there will not be a live next Thursday, I'm going to be helping out with a community event, a community crochet event. So instead of that Thursday live, I will be doing probably like a early afternoon Whip Wednesday live. So that will be announced, so keep an eye out for that. Join me again on Tuesday. Welcome new members to Yarn Over Hook. Welcome. Thank you so much. If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, you should. It's free, a free social media for crocheters. You can join via the link in the description below. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And I will catch you all on Tuesday at, oh my gosh, at 3:30. What did I say? I think I said the wrong time. Sorry. 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we will make our last 2 squares. Yay! Awesome! Welcome new members! Welcome, and thank you all so much for joining me today. I will see you guys Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, friends! Bye!